and shadows in the darkest maze. Footsteps echo in the empty hall. Mysteries waiting on our call. Bigfoot stomping through the pines. Aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night. Ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal 411, we bring it to you. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue you.
Hello, everybody. As you can see, I'm the only one here right now. David not showed up yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the show. Hopefully he'll be here in a minute. He had some work things to do, so I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Sad empty chair, yeah. Where'd he go? He should be back in a few minutes. Tonight's show. Hello, Ruth. How you doing? David should be here in a few minutes. He had some calls he had to make. So tonight's show, we're going to be talking about a prediction that someone has made. And, you know, I don't know if anybody knows. I know overtly overstocked Oscar knows about Chris Bledsoe. He's been on quite a few podcasts and things. So what if I told you that a man from North Carolina claims he was chosen? He claims that he was contacted and shown a moment in time that could change humanity forever. A moment tied not to just strange lights in the sky, but to ancient civilizations, celestial alignments, and a date that's really just a few days away. Yeah, Chris and Travis have been around for a long time. And me too. Me too, Oscar. I feel it too. So, it's Easter. Easter 2026 is when he predicted all this to happen. So for a lot of people, you know, it's a message of hope. For others, it sounds like a prophecy or even a warning. But what makes this story different is how it blends the UFO encounters with something much older, something that's spiritual. It's almost biblical. Yeah, that's you're telling your age now. Travis did go missing. Yeah, I think I can't remember the year, but I remember him going missing. So tonight we're gonna step into a story that sits right on the edge of belief and skepticism. It's a story that has drawn attention from researchers, insiders, and everyday people that just like us that are searching for answers. So this is the story of Chris Bledsoe. Now, back in 2007, he said that his life had reached a breaking point. His business was failing. His personal life was under strain, and his health was, you know, deteriorating. It wasn't so good. He was in one of the darkest places that he had ever been. That's what he said. Yeah. So it was during this time when he was in this dark stage of his life. He was out near Cape Fear River in North Carolina, and that's where everything changed. He said he described seeing strange lights, glowing orbs hovering silently in the sky, not blinking, not moving like anything he had ever seen. These lights, he says, they moved with an intention, almost as if they were aware, that he was watching them. And at first, uh, it could be dismissed as a strange sighting, but then, yeah, he said that many times we all go through some kind of awakening. We do. I did when I was about 40-ish, 40 something. So at first it could, be dismissed as a strange sighting, but then according to Chris, the experience escalated. He claims that he encountered beings that were non-human, intelligence that didn't just appear physically, but communicated with him on a deeper level. And then came what he describes as the most profound moment of all, an encounter with a presence he calls the lady. Yeah, that is interesting. A presence that he calls the lady, not something mechanical, not something alien, not something in the traditional alien sense, like little grays or little green men. He just interpreted it as a divine radiant that was calming and powerful. So after this experience, hey Andrea, David's he's busy at the moment. He'll be back in just a few minutes, hopefully, before I get done. So after this experience, he says that his life began to change. Yeah, he said his life changed, his health improved, his outlook shifted, and the encounter didn't stop. So, hey, Dave, hurry up, son, please. So, according to Bledsoe, these encounters weren't just random, they carried meaning and purpose. He claims that the lady communicated a message that wasn't just for him, but it was for humanity as a whole. So, the message was that we are approaching a turning point. Thank you, Oscar. we're approaching a turning point, not an end of the world, filled with destruction and chaos, but something more subtle and perhaps more profound. It'll be a transformation, a shift in human consciousness, a moment where long hidden truths begin to surface. And you probably remember the 2012 predictions where we shift into a new era in life. I don't know if that ever happened. It's the dawn of Aquarius. So this idea isn't really new. Different cultures and religions have spoken about cycles, periods of darkness followed by enlightenment. But what makes Chris's claim stand out is that how he connects it with the idea to modern UFOs. Yeah, that's definitely true. There was some kind of change back then. So Chris suggests that we've been calling extraterrestrial encounters, you know, They may just be about beings from other planets, but something tied to consciousness itself, something that has been interacting with humanity for far longer than we realize. And according to him, the timing of this shift is not random. It's written in the stars too. So now his prediction for 2026. Now this brings us to the part of the story that it's captured most of the attention and the most criticism too. So he's claimed that during one of his experiences, the entity he calls the lady, she showed him a vision involving a future conflict between, guess who? Yeah, Iran and Israel. Yeah, we did transition into a different era of knowledge. So the lady showed him a vision involving a conflict between Iran and Israel. And according to his account, he was told that when two nations began to exchange missiles, it would act as a signal for a larger event to unfold. So he describes seeing this moment almost like a vision or a scene on a TV screen where the conflict serves as a trigger rather than the main event. So he also says that at a point, non-human intelligence that's often described as glowing orbs would begin to appear on a global scale. So they would reveal themselves to humanity, and that's where the shift in human consciousness would take place. Yeah, Russia and China are backing Iran, yes. So his prediction is for Easter 2026. And we've seen, two countries exchange missiles. And he also links this to it's a coming transformation, and it's also linked to a celestial event involving the star Regulus, which is often referred to as the heart of the lion. And it's supposed to align with the Great Sphinx of Egypt. So this is supposed to happen Sunday, Easter Sunday. Yeah. Hmm. So now the Sphinx, it's long been associated with cosmic alignments and ancient knowledge, but a lot of theories suggest it was intentionally built to face certain stars at specific points in time. Whether those theories hold up or not, they add a sort of eerie layer to Chris's claim. I don't think we've ever had a, a point in time where there wasn't somebody fighting in a war. I don't think it's possible. So, according to Bledsoe, around Easter of 2026, this alignment is supposed to take place. It will mark the beginning of the new era. Not necessarily a single dramatic event that the whole world will instantly recognize, but just a shift, like a doorway opening. A lot of people interpret this as the moment of full UFO disclosure. Others see it as a spiritual awakening where humanity begins to understand deeper truths about our existence. consciousness and our place in the universe. But there's some that suggest that suggest that this could be tied to ancient prophecies or the return of something that has been watching humanity for a very long time. But with all of that comes a critical question. Is this a real prediction? He's had a past predictions that, he's been spot on. This could be just a powerful story shaped by belief or symbolism and interpretation. I don't know. Sounds like Reagan's statement of coming together as a world. Yes. Yeah, it does. So, as you might expect, Chris Bledsoe's story, it's created a divide. Supporters believe he's the real deal. The point to his consistency over the years, his willingness to speak openly. He's been on quite a few podcasts and he's got a lot of YouTube videos. It's just the fact is that some individuals with government or intelligence backgrounds have reportedly taken an interest into his experiences. To them, he isn't just telling a story, he's delivering a message. One that humanity couldn't, they may not fully understand it yet. A lot of skeptics raise valid concerns too. They point out that there's no concrete, verifiable evidence to support his claims. The sightings, the encounters, the communications, all of it relies heavily on his personal experiences and testimony. They also question the astronomical side of the prediction. They say that the alignment with Regulus may not be as precise or meaningful as it's presented. And then there's the issue of the timeline. Over time, the specifics around 2026 date have shifted slightly. And in the world of predictions, even small changes can raise a lot of doubts. But because when a prediction evolves, people start to wonder, is it adapting just to stay relevant? No, future is not in stone. NASA owns the rights to the Giza Plateau. I did not know that. I know I've been watching them going to the moon again, NASA. I don't know if they fired the boosters to send them on, but last I heard they were still orbiting the Earth, just checking their systems. So yeah, Stephen, it's strange. Well, let's just take a step back for a minute. Let's consider something for just a second. What if he's right? Not about every detail, not about every interpretation, but about the core idea that something is going to change. 2026 may not bring destruction. It may bring revelation. So what if the truth about UFOs and all these orbs, about consciousness, about the nature of reality, what if it begins to surface in ways that we just can't ignore it? Would it come to a global event, like a moment everyone sees at one time? We don't know. It could be a quieter unfolding over time and noticeably and noticeable to those that's just paying attention, like us, the interested people, the people looking for answers. So if humanity is presented with a truth that challenges everything we think we know, can we accept it? A lot of people will not accept it. They'll still be stuck in the Stone Age, saying that there's just one perfect person we should worship. A lot of people will reject it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You think Chris's story is relevant? We'll probably end up seeing it a Sunday. How many times around the great year until you see and make note of where planets are? Alignments should change. Most don't. Yeah, that's true. That's something to think about. But you know, his story, it exists in a space where science, belief, and mystery, they all come together and collide. I think we are too, Oscar. We just need to know how to pull it out. I think in the early times of this earth, we had it and we lost it somehow. Hmm. You know, it challenges the way we think about UFOs, not just as objects in the sky, but as part of something deeper, something possibly connected to human consciousness, which I believe that these orbs that everybody sees is not ships. I think they're something's energy. I think all of us are connected in a way to the universe, that this one great source, I think we're all connected to it. So I don't know. Astronomy said astrology was fake until they realized that. Yeah. Yeah. So whether you see him as a messenger or a witness or simply a man with an extraordinary story, one thing is very undeniable. Um, the conversations that we have around these topics is getting louder. It's growing. Yeah, I've seen that too. I've actually been witness to that prayer hill. It does work. I don't know who's listening or what's listening, but something knew what I needed, and it I don't know if it was manifesting it or what, but it happened. It's crazy. So you might see him as a messenger or a witness or just a man with a story, but the conversation around all these topics is growing stronger. And 2026, it's here. Um, David is not going to show up till I get done. I know, because it's about over. So I don't know if something does happen. Are we going to recognize it for what it is? Do you think, or will it pass us by? I think the people that are searching for the truth and answers, I think we will see it. But the other people that deny that there's something greater, uh, I brought up NASA because they have an interest in Chris. Really? That's crazy. I'll put that on the screen. Didn't know NASA had an interest in him. So that's about all I have really on Chris, unless, David, if he would show up, but I don't think he will. This is going to be a really short show. Just remember, look for it to happen, just to see if it happens, and if it does, I hope you get the message that comes with it. I hope you don't reject it or whatever, but his predictions in the past, he's been spot on. Yes, Stephen, it is a great topic. I'm not sure. I think I know that it was in 2007, I believe, that when the lady told him this, I think it was 2007 when he had his experiences. Yeah, it was 2007. That's when he had his first experience with what he called the lady. And she gave him this message after she communicated with him, and but this message was for humanity. That's what he said. Well, David's not going to make it, so I guess we're going to. I guess I'm going to get off here and leave you with one thing. Is that separate from his sighting? No, I think he had a series of sightings starting in 2007 that lasted a little bit, and she was the one. Stephen, I don't doubt that Bigfoot's real. Really, I don't. I think it is real, but the film, I'm not sure about. Um, we're going to find out. I hope. I wish. I don't know why that documentary has been held up. It, maybe it is fake. Maybe the documentary's fake. I don't know, but I really want to see the documentary. Yeah, I have to know now until you get. It does take time to fake a documentary. Disbeliever, yes, David, I am sort of. I believe in Bigfoot. I believe in cryptids, but I'm not sure about the film. One day soon, I hope we'll know. Maybe this enlightenment here will bring some light into it. So after Easter, I may know. You never know. David's a firm believer in the film. I'm on the fence with it. So we still have some talking to do about that. The new film is fake. Yeah, maybe. We're gonna find out soon. Maybe. I hope. Hope they don't like ban it from Bigfoot world, but which that could happen. Well, guys, yeah, have to see it first. Have to see the documentary and see what kind of evidence they have against it. Um, that evidence may outweigh the evidence that the believers in the film have, and that'll sway me back or forth. Yeah, Stephen, Bigfoot mode. After today, I had to bring up a great show. Bring it up. Great show, Jace. Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you, David, for not joining. It's just ain't the same without you, son. I can call you son because I'm older than you. Yeah. It should end the confusion, but nobody wants to believe the DNA evidence. Miss your giggle. Ooh. Oh. All right, guys. I'm gonna get off here. I've got some bean dip waiting for me. I made some bean dip. So we'll be back Saturday. You know who we're going to have on the show Saturday? I've got to set that up sometime, but I didn't know David giggled. Do you giggle, David? I don't know. Oh, I want to thank everybody for their support too. Thank everybody that subscribes to our Paranormal 411 website. You know, that means a lot to us, and we want to thank you. Thank you, Andrea. But anyway, we're going to have a Bigfoot theme Saturday. Mr. Matt Sieber's coming on the show. So don't miss that. It'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern time this Saturday. We're going to be talking about Bigfoot. And he's got some interesting new stuff that he's been showing us. I don't know David's spiel, but I'll try to remember it. Let's see. Thanks, Michelle. So you can find us on Facebook at Paranormal 411. Find us on YouTube. We do have a Twitter account and Rumble account, but I don't think we post anything to Rumble. But you can also see us on, or hear us on all your favorite podcast platforms. We're even on Spotify, Apple, Google, all them. Spreaker is a great platform for us. So if you ever look at Spreaker, well, thank you. And you can remember we have 3 books. We have what do we have? I can't remember. David, you should have sent me that. Anyway, we got 3 books on Amazon. Yeah, please like and subscribe, and check out our website too, paranormal411.org. So that's my spiel. And everybody join us Saturday, please, because we're going to be talking about Bigfoot, and we'll probably get into the Patty film too with Matt, see what he thinks. Not on your website. We need to fix that then. But we want to thank everybody for listening and joining us and watching. Have a great night. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Oscars. Thank you, Michelle. Everybody that's watching. Thank you, David, for showing up in the chat. Yeah, on Amazon. Our books are on Amazon. Just search up Paranormal 411 or Jason Scott or David Reagan, and you'll find them. So I'll leave you with that, and I hope to see you Saturday. Good night. Thank you, Oscar.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.